Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a quick beer review. We're finishing up the food beers that we got from North Park. They just released a bunch of them. We reviewed NZ-Fu, Steve-Fu, and this is the last of them until next week, I think. This is Double Fu. This is, from what I can gather, the double IPA version of Hop Fu, which is, if you've watched my other reviews, my favorite San Diego IPA. It is amazing. This is per the label a triple dry hopped West Coast double IPA, clocking in at 8.7%. We're kind of getting out of our comfort zone here. I don't drink a whole lot of 9% beers anymore these days. But it says triple dry hopped with Amarillo, Centennial, Chinook, Citra Mosaic, Simcoe, and Strata. I think those are the regular hops for Hop Fu, right? I know there's Chinook and Centennial because it's got the old school kind of vibe to it. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, 8.7%. Recipe designed, brewed, and packaged in North Park, San Diego. This was canned on, I think it says August 10th. So 10 days in the can. It's too old. I don't have North Park glassware, I realized. All of these poor North Park reviews that I do, never proper glassware. So it's clearly making the beer taste not as good. But let's do it. Let's drink a double IPA after all the other beers we've drank today. Why not? This beer looks just like NZ-Fu and Steve-Fu. It's crystal clear and it's got that green kind of hop hue to it. Again, with this one, tons of bubbles in the glass. Don't know if you can see them, but the head is dissipating quickly. Not a lot of head retention. It just is a thing with these crazy heavily hopped New School West Coast IPAs and double IPAs. So, looks awesome. A little bit of a chill haze. Let's shove our fat nose in it. See what a near 9% beer smells like. This smells sticky. It smells sweet. It smells tropical fruity. There might be a hint of booze there. Is that alcohol? Maybe not. It might just be like hop sweetness. It's like pineapple-y, stone fruity, like super sweet tangerine-y. Yeah, but it smells, it's weird. I know I always say this. It smells like thick. It's almost has like a syrupy thing. Yeah, and it's got like this cool, like kind of crackery, bready thing. Maybe it's not alcohol. Maybe it's just like hop sweetness that I'm smelling. It smells like a fucking massively hopped double IPA. It smells like a big beer. It smells great. Let's go and taste it. Cheers. Yeah, that's a big beer. I was worried when I smelled that that it was going to taste boozy. It doesn't. I don't think this drinks like a near 9% beer, to be honest with you. Wow, I'm pleasantly surprised. Really tropical. But yeah, that sweetness that you're smelling, you're definitely getting in the taste. And I think the sweetness is kind of, I don't want to say it's overtaking or overwhelming it, but Hop Fu and Steve-Fu have this like memorable like bitter bite, this resinous dank thing. It's definitely there. Like there's a bitterness mid-palate to finish, a little bit of like pithy citrus, but I don't think it gets as dank and resinous and as bitter as those beers. I think the sweetness from the hops that you're tasting and possibly the alcohol kind of drowns that out just a little bit. This beer, that being said, being near 9% is fucking fantastic. But this is a beer for me. I mean, this is not a daily drinker for me. I only got a 4-pack of this. I shared a can of this with a buddy, and I think he'll enjoy it once he gets it. But having 3 cans, I mean, I have 2 more after this. I think that's going to be plenty of these beers for me. Full mouthfeel, chewy. And there is like a cool, like bready, crackery sourdough bread crust on the finish of that works well with the sweetness. As it's warmed up in the garage a little bit, this beer has gotten a little bit sweeter. And I think that might be that 9% alcohol kind of creeping out of it. But I mean, for being near 9%, it's scary drinkable. This is another beer that I think people who say they don't like West Coast IPAs, you'd probably would enjoy this, because that hop sweetness that you're getting, that breadiness, kind of takes away from the natural, the usual, I don't say natural, the usual bitter dank thing that you get from normal hop food. So I mean, this is another winner. It's just, for me personally, I'm not the guy who's crushing 9% beers anymore. So that being said, this is a world-class double IPA. North Park does no wrong with these hop food beers. Every single one of them I've had have been absolute fire. They're just delicious. So we'll leave it at that. Interested to see what other people think. I feel like these days, when I see posts on Facebook, to beer pages, anytime there's a triple IPA, people lose their mind. So I'm thinking people probably love this beer, and I'll see, if there's comments on it. But if someone were to say, hey, do you want hop foo all the time or double foo? Give me hop foo. I would say that over triple foo too. It's just an ABV thing for me. I'm just not the guy who's sessioning. I think triple foo is 10.3%. This one's almost 9%. I'm not that guy anymore, but it's a fantastic beer. So that's double foo. Another great addition to the series. If they release this again, of course, I'll buy another 4-pack of it. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm out here. Appreciate you guys watching. See you soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.